Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Pinocchio stars Benjamin Evan and Tom Hanks. The latest new remake from Disney, where they're going to remaking all their animated movies and making them into live actions. And do I really need to describe the story of Pinocchio? It's okay. Pinocchio is a movie about a puppet that comes to life, and he thinks he's a real boy, but in reality he is not, and he has to go do these nice things, be brave, be kind, and all this, and to become a real boy. I forgot that this was even a thing, and I honestly didn't even know when it was coming out. And I was like, and I just see a review of like Jeremy Johns, and I'm like, oh wait, this is out? And it's just like, it just comes out of nowhere on the Disney Plus, and yeah, it's nothing but a hollow shell. It's this shell. It's like if you go to a store and you go to Toys R Us, and which doesn't actually exist anymore, but just using it as a reference, and you see like two toys. They're the same, but they're made by different companies, and they're two different prices. And you can't really afford the better the higher price. So you go for the cheaper one, and it's not as a good quality. And so it's like very hollow and breaks easily, more easy than the more expensive one. That is what this basically movie is. It's a cheaper version and a more downgraded version of Pinocchio. The story in this one is messy. It's practically the same movie as the original, and but they cut out things that are important in the original and put in more that are actually pointless to have in this movie. There's I don't really remember the original that much. I watched it a couple of days ago before watching this one, and so it's like, and I never really had a big impact with Pinocchio. Like, it has a good message with don't trust strangers, don't talk to this is like a movie that teaches kids not to talk to random people off the streets, at least without a parent there for them to have that conscience to hey, this is not a good idea, let's go. And this one, it's just like Pinocchio is just getting away with things, and he's kind of happened to be in these situations, but then he gets out with no consequences. Then in the original, it's there's things happening for a reason, and he goes through this journey, and he starts learning certain things. Here, for the Pleasure Island thing, he just gets there by randomly getting picked up by this random dude with a bunch of random kids on a wagon. And it's like, oh hey, we're going to this island named Pleasure Island. Yeah, you want to come with us? With these weird ass Brooklyn accents it doesn't make any sense. But in the original, because of the fox that there's this fox at the beginning of the movie, that fox comes back into play to kidnap Pinocchio and bring him to Pleasure Island. And so that is kind of taken out of this movie, which again, the fox doesn't even work in this movie in general. And so there's things that don't work in animation and don't work in live action. Like, for example, for the fox, this fox that can talk and work in the famous business of acting and plays and all that. But yet we have other animals that can't talk. So it's what is this world? What is the Pinocchio world itself? It doesn't make any sense. And next people get freaked out by Pinocchio because he's a talking puppet, but you don't get freaked out by a talking fox. Tom Hanks, he's the best part. Tom Hanks is always the best part in any movie that he's in, and he actually really does look like the guy from the animation, which is, again, I don't remember his name at all. Geppetto was his name. That's what it was. And so, yeah, he does his best, but there's just this weird animation around it. But yeah, I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it. What is going on outside? I don't know if you can hear that. There's something going on outside, and I don't. I kind of wish that this was a a sequel to to Castaway. It's just Tom Hanks. You find out at the end of this movie, this Tom Hanks is still on the island. It's a sequel to Castaway, and he's just actually just going insane. This would have been a way better movie, to be honest. If that was the turn of it, I would have loved it. So I'm gonna give Pinocchio a D+. It's fine. It's not terrible. It's like if you want to show kids not the original, because the original is like way more scary. It's like that's a terrifying movie. Like there's darker stuff in that movie, weird, darker jokes. Pinocchio smoking, like that. If that's the reason to have this movie, fine. But it's just like, but which makes sense to take that stuff, all that type of stuff out of this, because that was like a totally different time. But they also took out important stuff that goes to the story, and we just get a hollow movie, and so that's why I'm not excited for like the Little Mermaid type of movie. I know that there's a bunch of people that are excited for it. I just don't care for the Disney remakes. Like they take out the most important things in those remakes that what hold up the original animations story, and so yeah. That's my review on Pinocchio 2022. Let me know what you guys' thoughts down below, and like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye guys.